Welcome to Indie Resources overview of the gold package. I don't. I have a lot to show in a little bit of time, so I'm gonna rush through this. But I just want to kind of show some of the things that are involved or brought into this package. These are all games that I've written. First word of warning I want to say is that these things are not complete. These games are not complete. Three of them are online, and I have a couple hundred players maybe each on them. But I want to leave a lot of features out. I want to leave a lot of things left open for you guys to kind of make these games unique and your own. You don't want a bunch of clones out there. You don't want somebody picking up the same tutorial you had, making a game just like yours. So they are incomplete, but trust me, there's enough here to where you can get your game up and online and have your own features and your own type of game with these tutorials. There's going to be more than enough. There's not anyone that will have a problem making a game after this. Um, this is Urban Realms. This is the last game that I kind of made. It's kind of mafia style, kind of city style. It's a little different. Basically, you have the city here. You can click on a location. You can do a search. You can do crimes. You can actually mug someone. And when you do, looks like I'm out of water. But when you do, you get tickets, and you can pay your fines. You can only get up to 5, and then you can't do any more crimes. You have a food and water system. You have to make sure you keep food and water, which I haven't been done. Haven't been doing. You have an inventory system where you can activate things with buffs. You notice it gives me extra strength. You can actually eat or drink something to consume items that will actually bring your food up. And all these items, all these buildings here are player owned. You can actually buy a lot and then come in here and actually build your own house on the lot, or build whatever, depending if it's residential, commercial. You can buy, like, this is a doctor's office. They have medical supplies in it that the players can sell in their own deal, or they can help heal people. They have sporting goods where they sell items and things like that. So kind of gives you a quick overview. You actually have houses too, where players can buy their own house. They can store items and they can leave. They can log out and rest. That way nobody can attack them when they're in their own house. So that's kind of the overview of Urban Realms. A lot can be done here, and I'm going to give you full source on how I made it and teach you how I made it. The next game I want to show is Armageddon Earth. This one is the most uncompleted, but I get a lot of questions about my mapping systems, so I kind of wanted to share this. This has a mapping system where you just walk around. You can go and you can bash locks, and you can walk through dungeons. You as the owner of it creates the dungeon. It's not like a drag and drop map system where it's a little more difficult, but you basically build the map system in the database. But it's not that hard. It's all through. And if you notice here, R6, R5, C5, it's built that way. It can be a little bit of a pain, but for the most part, it's pretty easy. And you notice you can put your own dungeons and things like that in there. You have a skill system too here that goes up, and it uses Ajax. But that's all I really want to share on that. But there's a lot of potential there too. This is a space game. This is Planetary Wars, kind of the second version that I was working on. You have a ship, you have fuel, you have different skills, your armor. You can travel, and you actually fly there. You use fuel as you fly. Right now I'm running this all off one server, so it's actually catching the get logged in. It's catching the sessions, so it's giving me an error with these sessions. But basically, you log in and it logs you into the game, and then you can go back to doing your flying. There's a little mini game whenever you go to mine, and here it is right here. It's a random encounter. This is going kind of slow right now because of the video is playing in the background, but basically you're just, depending on how hard the mineral is you're trying to mine, you have to hit the rock and make it add up into that green, which I didn't do. And that's kind of Planetary Wars, the second edition, and it actually takes away your fuel and everything and all that good stuff. You have a weapon system here that you actually can load up your weapons, and you have weapon slots, stuff like that. You have a crew that you can hire. You have cargo you can drop or whatever. A lot of potential here for a lot of different really cool games. The next one I want to show you is Forsaken Sanctum 1.0. This is like the first version. We have quite a few players playing this for a long time. It's basically everything in this game is player owned. You travel the map. The more players build in a place, it grows. You can kind of visit here and see that this has got a couple different things. lots of different shops you can actually visit and stuff like that. You can craft. There's a huge crafting system. Um, Things grow, like the harvesting, and more people harvest in a place, the worse it gets, but over time it grows back. Same with the hunting and the fishing and anything like that. You can build different things here. Lots of different things to build. There's creatures you can attack, you can hunt, fish. See, there's a lot of creatures. This is if someone lands on a creature, you can kind of rate it. If it's too strong for you, you can get a bunch of friends together and have them attack it or whatever. Got your armor, backpack, and weapons. So let's move on to Forsaken Sanctum 2.0, which is a lot different. It's the same as in you can build shops, you can travel, you can. I use a lot more Ajax and JavaScript in this. You can attack, you can hunt. Here you'll see I can attack. And you just hit attack and it does like a roll for you. Does initiative. If you don't have armor on your wherever it hits you, you take extra damage. Got a weapons. Yeah, it's running kind of slow because of this video is running at the same time. You can equip different weapons. Your armor is a paper doll system. If you don't know what that is, I'll show you. You have that equipped. You equip instead a different chest and it throws on that armor. That's kind of basically it on this. There's a lot more to this game I'm not showing you, and I'll show you later, but there's a whole lot that can be done to this game. A lot. I don't remember how many thousands of these squares that are possible. This is the first version of Planetary Wars. This is a lot different. This is a much older game, but there's still a lot of people that love these type games. You basically can come down here and click different people to attack. You have mounts of turns you use. I didn't enter a number of rounds, but you can attack another player. There's market values. You can check the market values. They go up or down depending on how many people are buying or selling them. You can buy armor, weapons, stuff like that. Pretty simple little game, but it is fun to learn from. This is not really a game. This is one of the things I want to show you that I'm going to be teaching is Ajax and JavaScript. You can actually make your own little in-game. I'm using the WASD keys to move right now. Here is a second version of that for those that want the bigger version, but I'm going to show everybody how to do that. This has a little more animation. For those that want to do RTS, I kind of give a real quick example of how to do an RTS. You notice it's building a building. I don't go into a whole lot of detail with this, but I just kind of show you how to get the building started and stuff like that. Just kind of give you the framework. What was that one? So that's kind of it. There's a lot to this that I'm not really even showing, but you get the general idea of what it is. If you're interested right now, this is going to take me a while to get all this stuff together and get these videos built. I'm looking probably by the end of January, hopefully sooner. But until then, you can go to indieresource.com. It's indie-resource.com. Go down here to the Indie Resource Gold and go ahead and post your comments and ideas or thoughts on everything. One final thing I want to add is that I will be including all the source and videos from my original video tutorial, which equals out to be about 20 to 25 videos. It teaches you from start to finish how to make not to finish, but start until our current video, because that's an ongoing tutorial of how to make a browser-based Tim Morgan. It starts from installing WAMP, which is a local server, and teaches you from the very beginning all the way on to where we're at now. Those will always be free, and I'm going to continue to update those, and you can find those at indieresource.com. But to make it easier, I'm going to include those into the actual package and the source and the videos, to where you don't have to be online to watch them or YouTube or anything. But also, I'm going to include some videos on how to get your site online, how to go to GoDaddy, whatever host you want to use, and actually get the site online. So it's going to be kind of a start to finish, to where you won't have much problems getting your game up and running.